Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. With the new week comes a new episode of House of the Dragon, and this episode of House of the Dragon had the biggest time jump yet. About 10 years, there are new characters, new dynamics, new conflicts. Everything is just brewing all over again, and it feels like a pilot episode because there were some things like the dynamic from the previous episodes are now very different. Before it was like friends, like Alicent and Rhaenyra were friends who have started becoming distant from each other, and that was like the dynamic between them, the king, Daemon, all those guys. But now they're already new characters, so it feels like the dynamic we're dealing with before is no longer at play, and we have a new set of dynamic, new set of characters. So the dynamic is so much different, and it just feels like a pilot episode. There's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like we could have seen some things more before. Like we could have seen some things. Even the old characters, they feel very different. Like Alicent and Kristen, they have become so bitter and like, what is going on? But if you now think about it, years have gone past and their relationship could only be getting sour. But it feels like they are different person. They are different people. Even Rhaenyra and her father, they feel very very different. I think because, well, no one is going to be the same. I mean, I was not the same I was like 10 years ago. I'm a different person. But still, I feel like we could have seen some things because what we saw previously was not enough for this kind of dynamic. Like, I feel like we could have gotten a little more story telling us what happened between those 10 years. Like, it feels like they just flew a lot of story by, and I don't know, like, there's not enough reason for me to understand why the characters are behaving why they are behaving. Alicent has become a totally different character. She's now like someone I can't even identify. It's like last episode I fell in love with Alicent, and now it's like I'm getting a very different person, and I'm feeling like I should have gotten some things, some stories, or something must have happened for her to behave to become like this. Yeah, I know some things have happened, but everything just feels so drastic, especially because they are new people. Not that I'm saying anything is wrong with the performances; those guys gave it their all and it was superb. But still, I felt like the story could have at least told me some things. Damon and Lyanna, like that relationship. I was really looking forward to that relationship, and it just brought the relationship and closed it just like that. I felt like there were some things in the relationship that we should have seen. It might not necessarily add anything to the story, but I just wanted to see those things, and just it would have made the story much more full, and it would have made me appreciate the characters. And when things happen to the characters, I'll be able to sympathize. And the new characters, I like when we get new characters, and these new characters I could see some dynamics between them that is going to only cause trouble. And their parents, Alicent in particular, she's not helping issues, and her own plan is just to go to war. And she's just inflicting that mindset into her children. And I think it's like I said before, Alicent is going to be a very big problem, and you can already see her becoming such a big problem. I can't believe I liked Alicent. She feels like it's a very very different character now, and she's planting some things into those children's head. And the people that Alicent has on her side, they are just only going to keep planting different things into her head, and to just keep making her become a very very crazy queen that's going to do whatever it takes to get her child on the Iron Throne. And it's just very very scary to see because those children are still very kind-hearted, but Alicent just keeps poisoning their mind and poison. I just can't wait for to see how the whole story goes. I know how the story is going to end. It ends with the Dance of the Dragons. The Targaryens, the dynasty of the Targaryens is going to end. But I'm still very excited to see what comes, like how everything is going to play out. I mean, so exciting. And I have to say, the men in this show, the men in Westeros, they don't know how to keep their emotion in check. Any small thing like this, they've already exploded. It happened to Kristen Cole in the previous episode. I don't spoil it for anyone, but it also happened to another character in this episode. And I'm like, why can't these guys keep their emotion in check? Because if you're able to keep your emotion in check, a lot of problems will be avoided. But they can't keep their emotion in check, and they just keep bringing up more and more problems for themselves. I like the problems. I like seeing problems. I mean, we are here for drama. But still, what the fuck, man? You guys are men now. Not that men shouldn't have emotions, but still, at some point, there's a time where you need to be able to keep your emotion in check. But those guys just, I don't know, maybe because of the kind of I said earlier, this episode feels more like a pilot, and it's still like setting up stories and setting up characters. So I didn't really connect to this episode, but it was also a very good episode. But I can't really wait. I can't wait to see what comes next, because now it feels like we are getting into the heat of things. These characters are going to be like I don't even know what to say, man. But I'm just excited and I'm looking forward to the next episode. So have you seen it? Have you seen episode 6 of House of the Dragon? What did you think about it? Comment below and let me know. Cheers.